everybody. So we're going to continue our work with this informational text called To Catch a Thief. And yesterday you guys were orienting with the text and you discussed those three big questions that informational text readers should be looking at. So I'm just going to go over here, take a look at the anchor chart that we created last week. And again, we're going to focus on, readers adopting a questioning stance. So we have these big questions that we need to be thinking about all the time when we are reading informational texts. We want to be thinking about, what did the author already think that we knew? What surprised me? And what challenged or changed or confirmed what I already knew? And as we have those questions in our mind, we're also going to be thinking about what questions might I have as far as some new information that I learned. And when you're reading informational text, most likely there are going to be things that you didn't know about. You're going to, whether it's an animal or like Mrs. Iwanko was saying last week on how she could upload by different ways for her Schoology. And with YouTube videos and being able to share things, you're going to learn a different way of something. And that's what research is all about. And that's what it means when, we're reading informational text. So we're reading things to, again, inform what we're reading. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at these big three questions, but really be looking into, what did I really learn here from this section. So yesterday you guys were on page 3 of orienting yourself on some of the things that you were reading here to catch a thief, and already orienting and taking a look at things that you've already known. So today what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our next section, which is on page 4. And you need to be reminded that page 4, even though it looks like it's just one page, you actually have to keep scrolling down as you are reading to gain some more information. So right away, when I'm looking at this page on page 4, it looks like we're actually going right to the sea and learning a little bit more about these turtles. That's going to be really, really valuable for us as we're reading on. So make sure that you're scrolling down on these pages so that you can see everything. So right away, when we're orienting in any book, you want to really be thinking about what you know. And I'm looking at some maps here, and I know that this is Central America. Or in social studies, I know we talked about Mesoamerica, and that's kind of right in the middle of North America and South America. And these 3 countries here are highlighted: Honduras, Nicaragua, and Costa Rica. And I'm looking at this key here where it says that beaches were sea turtles and nests. So that's where they're really located and really nesting. So you want to be thinking, pulling in your minds, like, what do you already know about nests? And maybe not just turtles, but nests in general and other mammals that may be nesting, and kind of using your prior knowledge to what we're about to read here. So it looks like we have some different areas here that these turtles are working on for nesting. And, we want to be keeping in mind the title of the book and how each section is going to kind of connect with each other. So as you guys read today, you're going to be reading another part here where it says struggle for survival. And you're going to really be thinking about, how these turtles are surviving, and it seems as if they're in danger. So think about some things that you might learn, because this is going to be one of your reflections for today, is after you're reading, that, what's some new information that you're learning here about these turtles that you didn't know. So don't forget, you have that read aloud option over here in the corner as you are reading, and make sure that you're looking at these text features here, because text features always tell us something new that can add to that informational text. So whether it's a picture or a caption or a map, it's really important to stay in tune with those text features, because they're gonna add to the information that you need to know. Okay, so your goal for today is to read all of page 4 here. Remember, you do have that read aloud app over here. If you click it, it will read to you. And you're going to be hopping back onto Schoology and making your submission of, what do you feel is new information that you learned, because that new information is really going to help us as we move on to the next section. Okay?